and welcome to My Life on Paper. I am Brianna, and today is the day for Stretch the Sketch, which I love, where we take the same sketch, and this one is by Rochelle Spears, and we either stretch it or we make it smaller. So I work in 12 by 12, and so this one is really easy for me to stretch to 24 by 12. Now, I feel like I should put a warning on here. These are kind of scary looking pictures. Do you remember the Country Bear Jamboree? Have you, if you've been to Disney World in Florida? Yep, that's where Disney World is. Um, we were there a year ago, February, and we went to see this, and it has since been it's going to be turned into something new, and it is very old school and a little bit inappropriate humor. Um, so anyway, so I grabbed these photos. I took some that didn't turn out very well, and I grabbed these offline with the closing, and so I thought I'd make a page. I have others as well for another two-page layout. Can you believe that? But it was something that we did. I don't know. I have a hard time saying enjoying because it was just a little off, but I thought I would document it since it's no longer there, and we went to see it. So I trimmed some photos down to the 4x4. You will see in the sketch it has two pictures, and it was just super easy to spread it across two pages. Yesterday I was working with the same paper collection. It is by Scrapbook Generation. It is not available anymore, but they do have something similar when it comes to like concerts. Or they did the last time I looked, I should say. So I kind of just laid these pictures out. I laid the 4x4 squares out, and I'm gluing them down now. And this collection has a whole bunch of circles in it. So it works really well um for using for circles. I did get my 3.5-inch circle punch out, which I used to do two black circles. Now this collection is glossy, and I mix glossy with I guess matte cardstock, and that does not bother me at all that I do that. Below, I will have everyone that is playing along with Stretch the Sketch. I know some people do travelers notebook layouts, and so they'll do a 2-page of that, or I suppose, or a 1-page of that. So yeah, anything goes as long as it's not like the 12 by 12, if that's what the sketch is. So I do have the circles punched out, and it's just a matter of getting them laid out so that they look right. And if you notice, I did not speed up this video. It only, after taking out the dead spaces, it only took, well, it's 11.5 minutes, so not bad at all. Now, this circle, I had cut two different circles in half on a different layout, and then they match right up, so I just use those together. That one circle on the right, in my right hand, I tried using a paper punch. The paper was too thick, so you can see it kind of ate it a little bit, but that's okay. I'll cover that up as well. Really like the Scrapbook Generation paper lines. They are glossy, so you have to know that, but um, the colors, like how cool is it to use this for anything musical? And the colors would work so well because they're the muted, and you could add other colors with this to match your photos. Although this works perfectly with the with the bears. That little piece there, I believe it says all the right notes. It gets moved around a little bit. Um, some of those circles have that kind of the strip down the middle, and so that's another cut apart that I figured um, it added something to it. It looked like it needed it. So there's another one. So I will cut out three different kind of wordy bits to put on each one of those. And they each do get, well, how many? Well, seven? One, two, three. Yeah, 7 circles on each side. And again, I just randomly laid them out so that they were pleasing to the eye. I probably could have done like enamel dots in there too. I wasn't thinking that at the time. So, but I do really like the way it turns out. I also do pull a title from the collection as well. And you'll see that in a little bit. And actually, instead of the lines for journaling, I cut out one of the tags from the cut apart sheet. So that one says, I think that one says talent on display. Again, I kind of mix them all around, so I can't tell you. That one says instrumental joy. Isn't that cool? So that's the three of them. Um, but like I said, once I got them out, like I didn't, at first I was looking at what they were layered on top, and then but the problem was they were each layered next to something that was the same exact color. I didn't like that, so I shuffled them around. But there's my tag. Um, the title that I had out is a fishtail banner. It says "Moment to Remember," so I'm gonna have that, and I won't glue that down kind of until the end after I get all the circles glued down. So my question of the day while I'm laying all these circles down is, tell me where you're from. I live in Wisconsin. I've been here all my life, and I am about 30 minutes south of Madison, if you know where that is, but I'm not far from the Illinois border. We're situated good because we are half an hour from Madison, which we like to go to, and then a little bit, not quite an hour and a half from Milwaukee, which has a lot going on, and then not what, like, I don't know, an hour from Chicago, hour and a half from Chicago. So anyway, um, tell me where you're at. That be fun to. I've been having fun getting to know subscribers, but I know one or two of you are from Wisconsin, but yeah, check in. All right, so I usually would use my ATG adhesive to stick all these down, but because I wanted to kind of move them around a little bit, I did pick up my liquid glue, and it's easy to sneak underneath all the circles. So it worked really good for this, for all the circles to get them glued down. I did use my ATG though for the rest of the squares and the photos. Well, and even I'll use it for the tag and the title. Today is Sunday, and Stretch the Sketch ends up on the same day as Sketch Sunday. Oftentimes we will be using the same sketch. Today we are not. I'm going to try my best to get up the Sketch Sunday, but I can't make any promises. I am working this weekend, and but we're doing exclusive sketches during Sketch Sunday, and I really want to use that sketch. So you might see two videos from me today, but don't be surprised if you don't. And if I don't, I'm definitely going to use that sketch in the future. So in the near future. Here's where I get that tag in there for my journaling. And then I nestle the kind of the title in there as well, Moment to Remember. And I didn't want to put it over the top of that twine, so I end up going down further with it. And overlapping with the circles. And again, I don't know why I didn't think of like Nuvo drops or enamel dots, but I just didn't. So here's where I take the Distress Spray Stain in Black Soot, and then I will do some kind of splatters. It's interesting, this cardstock really kind of seeps it up. It doesn't pool at all, and not that it usually pools, but I mean it really sucks it up. So that is the last thing I do. I do get some all over the place, and it really does look like splatters. But that's really the end. Let me know below if you have any questions, any comments. I love to hear from you. I want to thank you guys so much. I just love responding to your comments here on YouTube as well as the ones on Instagram. So thanks so much for hanging out with me through the end. I hope you have a fabulous day, and please come back and see me again soon.